Welcome to More Than Golf. This is Jonathan Knowles. It's great to have you with me in Season 1, Episode 1. This first podcast conversation was recorded in Copenhagen, Denmark, after a morning training session with my friend Marcus. At that time, Marcus had just missed out from qualifying for the European PGA Tour. That was October 2018. Since this conversation, Marcus has finished first place at the 2019 first stage of the European Tour, qualifying. Pay close attention and listen in to learn what you can from his experience. Thank you for your time, Marcus. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk about some golf today.
Of course.
Just tell, the audience a little bit about your background. So how old you are, where you started, and how long you've been playing.
Yeah, I'm 21 years old. I started playing golf when I was 6 years old with my granddad and my dad in Smørum. Yeah, I've been playing loads of sports actually. Squash, badminton, table tennis, football, soccer, mostly soccer actually.
Nice. What club do you support?
Denmark.
Denmark? Okay,
Yeah.
Good.
I'm not really a fan of anything like, if it should be one, it should be FC Nordsjælland, but that's just local.
Okay.
So, and then I think I quit soccer when I was 12.
Yeah.
Because then my parents gave me what do you call it? I needed to take a decision whether it was golf or it was soccer.
Okay.
And then, I was best at golf. So, and that was the most fun. Then I just quit soccer and then I started to playing 4 times a week.
Right.
It wasn't the best practice, but I was out there playing, having fun. Yeah. And then when I was something called EASY, ISI, what do you call it? Something before high school where I can go to school and play my sport.
Nice.
And that was so good for me. I started the first month there actually. I was about to quit golf, to be honest.
Wow.
I didn't like it. But then something just clicked because there were so many good players having fun but practicing seriously. And then that was nice. That was really nice. That gave me some motivation. And then from there on, I've been interested in learning a lot about golf, like all aspects of golf, and then getting better as a player and getting to the higher levels.
Nice.
Yeah. That's my background.
Very good.
Golf, yeah.
Yeah, I have to say, Marcus, you have one of the best golf swings I've ever seen before.
Thank you.
I've seen a lot of golf swings, and you got one of the best golf swings, definitely in Instagram.
Yeah. On course, it might be a bit different, but sometimes.
I mean, it's really, really nice. I mean, the geometry and the shape of your golf swing, and I've been able to watch you hit a lot of golf balls today and then also in the previous years.
Yeah.
Your ball flight's really, really consistent. So I know there's a lot of great things coming for you in the future. But my question for you would be, who or what was your model as far as your swing goes?
As my swing technique-wise?
Yeah.
I like McIlroy's swing.
Okay.
But I just like everything about Tiger, so
yeah.
Tiger as well. I don't like his technique, but Tommy Fleetwood, I like his swing.
Yeah.
I like his swing. Some of his hold-off shots. I like them. I like them very much. Technique-wise, it's going to be McIlroy and Fleetwood. How I got to be where I am today, I met Andreas.
Okay.
Seriously.
Really?
That was a big thing.
Okay. At what age did you meet Andreas, actually?
I met him when I was 16.
Okay.
Just in the start of high school.
Right.
I had some pretty good coaches at boarding school.
Mm-hmm.
But Andreas, he's something else. He is.
Okay.
He really is. When I started to practice with him, it was just, he knew 100 times more than all other coaches I've met. Yeah, he's just good. He knows almost everything. And he keeps me in the ear. He says, you need to do this, you need to do that. And if you don't do it, you're not going to succeed. And then if you're shit at something, you're not doing your work, he's saying it. He's seriously saying it. I think Andreas has been a big part of me getting to where I am today. I started when I was 15 or 16, I was ranked 1,300 in the world as an amateur.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came to him. And then after 1 year, I was 350. and then year after 68, and then I finished as 28 in the world as an amateur. I was just after meeting Andreas. So.
Just after meeting Andreas.
So, yeah, he's been a big influence on me.
That's great. That's great. So you can actually look back and pinpoint and see that the beginning of the relationship with Andreas was what had maybe turned your career around or pointed your career in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely. Like, mostly it was technique
in
my golf swing that he helped with.
Yeah.
And it made my dispersion smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And then I picked some better targets because of Andreas learning me how to do it, introducing me for the decade system.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's been, to be honest, easier to play golf. Yeah, easier to play golf. Not making so many bogeys, making more pars.
Very
and then
good.
getting some momentum in like my career.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So within, your relationship with Andreas, have you a model for your technique or your game that you, maybe like a swing model or a system or a...
Yeah, I like the stag and tilt system. Yeah, I do. It's, to be honest, simple. It worked for me.
Nice.
I guess it works for... Stag and tilt is like, it's taking parts of everything, every good players, and then just putting it into a box so you can like practice your game. Not inside a box, because we have some tendencies, all of us, and some are good, some are bad, but it keeps everything in place.
Yeah.
Therefore, I like stag and tilt.
Okay, good. And what are some of your goals for the next few weeks or months coming in? We have October right now, so we're going into the off season. Are there any specific goals that you would like to work towards to get you in a better position for the next year?
I'd like to finish off my season.
Okay.
First of all, like I'm top 5 now on the Nordic League.
Yeah.
And want to keep it like that.
Yeah.
So I can get on the chance to next year, of course. After that, I'll just keep on doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Nothing special, actually.
Okay.
I think I know where my game is. I know where it needs to be, and nothing new, actually. The same.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you would share a little bit with me about how you go to prepare for tournaments. Is there a routine that you like to...
Yeah, to be honest, I've actually just learned some new stuff.
Okay. For example?
For example, or a new thing. I heard a podcast. I think Jordan Spieth was in it. Yeah, it was Jordan Spieth. He spoke about being good enough at everything.
Okay.
Like, you can't just flush it from the tee, and then if you're good at that, and then you're hitting shanks from the fairway, then you can't get around in the golf course. Like, you need to put just a check mark on everything of every aspect of your golf game. Like, you need to be able to hit okay bunker shots. You need to be okay at putting. You need to be okay at pitching and whatever. Just all the way through. And that's a big thing for me when I prepare for a golf tournament. Just putting a check mark on everything. Am I good enough at this? Or if I'm not good enough, then I need to do some extra practice in that area the 2 or 3 days before. Or else I'm just going to say, okay, I'm not good at it. And I'm just going to, like, I don't know if you say respect it, but it is how it is. And I can't do anything about it. I think that is my preparation for the golf tournament. I learned a lot from Scott Fawcett, the decade man.
Yeah. Also Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, also Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. Many good things from there. I like to know how the green areas are. Like giving them numbers. Like if it's easy, it's minus something. And if it's difficult or penalty shots, then it's 3. So when I come in when I'm going to hit my approach shot, and I know where I'm going to hit it in the fairway, from the fairway to the green. And then also have like an arc where I can see how far I need to hit it from the edge of the green. So if I have a wedge, I'm going for the pin almost every time. But if I'm not having a wedge, I'm almost every time hitting for the center of the green, actually. That's something that have done that my game is a better place right now than it was last year and the year before.
Yeah. And being a top 5 player in the Nordic Golf League, I'm sure your dispersion sheet on TrackMan is not the worst.
No. Yeah.
And you're still aiming at the middle of the green. That could speak volumes to a lot of players out there, a lot of juniors especially.
Yeah.
So you've just finished Q School a few weeks ago in Austria. Tell me a little bit about your experience there and what you actually learned.
Yeah, I learned a lot there. I played my first 2 rounds. I was par and +2.
Yeah.
And it was probably the best long game I've had all season.
Wow.
And if you're good at long game down there, then you shouldn't have any problems going mid-60s.
Yeah.
But I was 72, 74, power plus 2. Couldn't figure out what the hell was happening there. And but the thing is, you can hit good putts, you can hit good shots. Ball just don't want to go in. Yeah, and that was just what happened. And then I had my coach, Helligkeide, with me to that tournament. He said, be patient. Tomorrow you're going to go low one. Yeah, and I did. I was 65, -7. And then I got into contention again. But then I struggled the last round and was -1 and then finished 3 off the cut. So didn't come to the second stage. But that was a good learning experience, being patient. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. So you've just won on the Swedish Golf Tour. Tell me a little bit about that victory and maybe those feelings that you had when you realized that you had just won the event.
Walking off the 18th green, I didn't know that I have won, to be honest. Didn't check the leaderboard. So a friend of mine just told me that you just won. You can be happy. And then, wow. That was just so amazing. I've been outside of the top 5 all year. And then I knew I needed to have a win to get into the top 5, and then it came. Yeah, that was so nice. But the fun thing is, I just told you about Austria, where my game was good, but I didn't shoot low enough. I came to Sweden, it was last week, and then my game was seriously awful. I've just had a flight home from Austria and then a long ride up in Sweden. And then the golf club, it felt like there was half weight. I couldn't feel my body. And then I was hitting so many shots, push fades all the time. The game felt so weird. Couldn't hit a golf ball straight, to be honest.
Wow.
And then I needed to figure something out. I told you about the check marks. And I needed to find something just to check it out. And then all week I just played on what I had. Like, it wasn't good. It was from the heel all week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it worked out. I was patient. And then suddenly it just came. A win.
Nice.
Yeah, that was so nice.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Was that your first victory as a professional?
Yeah, first victory as a professional.
So that's really nice. Great. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely.
And that puts you in a great position to qualify for the Challenge Tour.
Yeah, it does.
Right? So you've just, that springboarded you towards the top 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so in top 5 spots, we'll receive a promotion to Challenge Tour.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Exactly.
Very good. Very good. All right. So in closing, my question to you would be, what advice would you give to aspiring competitive junior golfers towards achieving their dreams?
Figure out your golf game. You need to know what you're good at, and you need to know what you're not good at. Like, technique-wise, you need to have a frame that your golf swing needs to be inside. Like, it's different for all people, but you can't be 10 degrees from the inside, 10 degrees from the outside. You need to have like a frame to be inside all the time, so you know what you need to do when you go to the range, when you go to the putting green all the time. You need to have a coach that knows his stuff. That's so important. I've seen so many coaches. They just have a picture in their mind of a perfect golf swing, but that hasn't anything to do with what the guys are doing on tour. So to start with, a good coach, like my coach, like you, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's seriously important. So, yeah. And then don't play too aggressive. Play conservative. And then when you're getting a very tight dispersion, tighter than Rory McIlroy's and Tiger Woods, then you can go for the pins all the time. But I don't think you will get it.
All right, Marcus. Thank you very much for your time. And best of luck in your next few events to close out your season. And in the future, I look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you very much.